I thought our scrimmage was very clean. Guys had really good attitudes, played hard. Defense ran to the ball, much more competitive than they were a week ago. Offensively, went through our second scrimmage without any holding calls. I thought that's pretty good, about a 100-play scrimmage. We had a few procedure calls, had 1 to 2 minute situation. Thought the kicking game was good. Overall, I thought it was a really clean scrimmage, and thought the guys have had a nice finish to camp.
Charlie Moore, is he continuing to impress? I mean, obviously you've seen him for a while now. I guess it's not a surprise to you at all.
Charlie has had a really good preseason camp. He had a drop today and missed a punt. I wish he would have caught that. But other than that, Charlie's done great. He's blocked well. He's played hard. He's playing 2 positions for us. So we're excited about him this season.
Typically when one side of the ball has a really good scrimmage or plays well, maybe like offense last week, the other side during the week really presses a little bit. Did you see that?
I think so. The defense started out much faster. Last week they started slow, and then snowball got going downhill, and they never could do anything about it. And today they started faster and played well and forced a couple turnovers and got the momentum on their side. And then offense came back and made some plays. So as I said, I thought it was a really good scrimmage for both sides.
Wes Lunt looked pretty good today, or what's your assessment of how he did?
Hey, Wes is playing well. He's looks like he's got good command of our offense and seems to be handling blitz very well. I would expect the first 2 or 3 games of the season, these guys are going to try to blitz him a lot, and he seems to be handling it really well. Our defense is bringing a lot of pressure. He's making good decisions.
Mike, as you go into start of school, most of the depth chart you feel pretty decided on in your mind, or are there maybe still 1 or 2 that are lingering?
Oh, I don't know that there's really anything lingering now. Defensively, we played too deep, and so those guys rotate in. They get the same amount of reps. And then offensively, we're using so many receivers, using all of our running backs and offensive linemen. And, Coach Wick was moving a few guys around. But for the most part, there won't be many changes. We're pretty settled in the direction we want to go and start the season.
You mentioned Charlie Moore on a punt return. How do you feel about that spot right now? Obviously, there were some issues in the spring, but just kind of what's your assessment of that?
Oh, we could be better, but for whatever reason, we've had guys that had missed some in the spring and in preseason camp, and we'll work hard on it the next couple of weeks, settle into 2 or 3 guys, and then kind of go from there.
You've seen a couple weeks of lost my mind. Wes now. Are you confident that if you lose a game this year, it won't be because you got a freshman quarterback? Has he progressed that far?
I don't think you can say that yet.
Okay.
I think he's very capable of making mistakes, and as we all know, any skill player that puts the ball on the ground or gives it to the other team can certainly affect a game quicker than any other position on the field. So I think he's doing very well, but he's still makes some mistakes. The area that he's really impressed me in is his demeanor, the way he handles the offense. If he makes a mistake, he doesn't let it bother him. His short-term memory's been really good.
Give him a letter grade for how he's progressed so far, if you would.
For what?
Letter grade for how he's progressed so far.
Oh, progressed from when he got in here to now. He's high. He'd have an A, but letter grade on where he's at. The best game will give us that indication of how far he's come. I'm comfortable with him. I don't have anything or any concerns about him right now.
Okay. Is this something you ordered up, a 78-degree August scrimmage? This is kind of how the...
Well, I was hoping it would be hotter. We did have the sun beating on the turf, and we came out here, so that probably pushed the temperature up around 90 on the turf. We need to practice in some heat. 3 weeks ago, I don't think anybody would have said that, but we've had a relatively mild camp when it comes to weather, because we're out there at 8 a.m. or 7:30, and I don't know that we've been on the field and it's been above 95 degrees. And in most cases, when we kick it off out here in the first game, the field temperature is usually 110. So we need to get some heat, but I'm sure we will this week.